their offers get accepted simultaneously, and they now have to back out of one of them. Everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate, Remax Realtron Realty Inc. Contact info, description, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Let's get to the subject of today's video. A new clause has been popping up more and more and more. A clause that in the past I hadn't seen as much as I am seeing, nowhere near as much. Along with this clause, there's also a similar disclosure which the realtor has to sign, and I hadn't seen this disclosure before as well. The disclosure pretty much asks the realtor who is booking the appointment for their client, in this case me, for my buyer, to confirm and verify that they have not submitted an offer on multiple properties at the same time. Similarly, the clause states as such as well. And that's how we're going to segue into this trend that has been so problematic for Toronto real estate as of the last month, and there has been many articles coming out about it, wherein brokerages are seeing a trend of buyers failing to submit the deposit check. The way it typically works, as I hope you are familiar with, but I will quickly explain, when you're submitting an offer to purchase a property, let's say you're submitting an offer to purchase a property at the price of $500,000, you have to submit a deposit, some sort of consideration, so the seller knows you are serious about this offer. It's just common sense. That's what the whole concept of deposit is there for. And typically it's either 1 business day or 2 business days, nothing more. And once you submit the deposit, assuming there are certain conditions, or even there in certain scenarios where there are no conditions, that's when you actually have something legitimate, something tangible. You have submitted your money. Now, obviously the money goes into the brokerage's trust account. I've made videos on that in the past. Purely contractual agreement becomes something tangible. It becomes something physical you can touch, the check, the money. For that reason, you're not supposed to submit offers on multiple properties at the same time. What if they both get accepted? If they both get accepted, you have to buy 2 properties. You have written in your contract an agreement of purchase and sale that at this price the seller accepts, you are bound by that contract. You are supposed to buy it, submit a deposit, and all the other terms and conditions. But the reason so many buyers have been failing to submit their deposit check to the seller's listing brokerage, is because right now in the Toronto real estate market, especially with regards to detached homes, and even especially with regards to detached homes outside of central locations such as far east, far west, up north, demand is so high that there has been a lot of multiple offer situations wherein if you want to submit an offer in a property, it no longer is sufficient for your offer to be good for the seller. Your offer has to be good for the seller and better than other offers as well. So you're competing with a series of different buyers on any given property. For that reason, a lot of realtors have taken the approach, or maybe this is at the behest of their buyer, that we're going to submit multiple offers to multiple properties to take our shots. The shots we take, the higher the chances that we'll get one accepted, leading into certain scenarios where their offers get accepted simultaneously and they now have to back out of one of them. And they can't back out at the conditional period because at that point the deposit has been already submitted. Thus, they're left with the option of submitting 2 separate deposits, hefty deposits for $40,000 and above, anything from $100,000, $150,000. And they simply can't afford to do that because it has to be a certified check. Thus, they're no longer submitting the deposit, which is highly unethical and should be illegal in my frank opinion. So for that reason, that we have been seeing this trend of buyers not submitting deposit checks, and I would chiefly have to attribute it to the fact that they're submitting multiple offers on multiple properties at the same time, concurrent to one another. And this can have a very unfortunate effect on the real estate market, maybe in a constrained sense, but an unfortunate effect is an unfortunate effect. If we see a lot of properties sold firm, but they have to re-enter the market again because the deposit check never reached the desk of the brokerage, and they then want to relist the property for sale once more, it'd be an issue. And obviously, I would never, as the selling side of things, I would never take my property off the market, or put it sold or sold conditionally. Never, unless I have the deposit check in my hands. Nothing has happened until that's happened to me. A quick video, hopefully that was informative. Please subscribe, comment, rate, and review. You can find my contact information in the description box. This is Sam from Saberi6 Real Estate. Thanks for watching and stay in touch.